Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you have had an absolutely awesome Father's Day. I've been thinking all day about doing a quick video and just saying Happy Father's Day, so there you go. Hope it's been a great time with the family, with the kids, and it's given me time to reflect and remember my own dad and model cars, believe it or not. Being a dad and being a granddad. And I'll tell you what, I want to talk to you and share with you some thoughts about being a dad and model cars. Strange, I know, but hey, let's get into it. First up, guys, we are still in eastern North Carolina at my mom's. Obviously, the backdrop is very different. In fact, Amanda and Mom were talking, so I'm out in the laundry room at the counter where I can have a few minutes of quiet. But again, happy Father's Day. I wanted to take a moment and just reflect again on my dad and model cars. As I've shared with you in the past, he's the one that got me started in this. In fact, on the way home from church, Amanda and I and Mom were talking and about me breaking some of Dad's models when I was very little. And I remember he was a model builder. He built I think it was Hubley, the die-cast ones, as well as tons of plastic stuff. The AMT was the big thing back then. And I remember watching him as I grew up, and I kept saying, Dad, I want to build a model car. I want to build a model car. He said, when you're 6, son, when you're 6. And just before my 6th birthday, as I've shared with you in the past, he took me to a drugstore where they carried model cars, and I got to pick out a car. And this one right here. And I remember him telling me, son, I already have that car. I said, yeah, but I don't have it. And I wanted my own to play with. So he got me that car. And I remember over the years him teaching me how to spray paint. He'd get the cans of paint and he told me he put it on a clothes hanger, put it here, start over here, spray past, stop, spray past, shake it every now and then. And let me tell you, even early on, I could lay down a pretty decent spray bomb, but I credit him for that. More importantly than any of the model car tips and tricks that he taught me morals, he taught me truth, and while as any kid, you sway from things from time to time, I always went back to what I know would have made him proud. And yeah, the model car memories I have with him, watching him build and then building with him was something. I remember when we were living in Missouri, we had a little challenge with each other. We were going to buy 2 identical kits, and then we were going to build them without each other knowing what we were doing, which was tough living in the same house. But we were going to have a little competition between ourselves. I'm not going to say how that went because you probably can figure it out. But it was fun. We had a great time. And I've shared with you in the past, when I was 5 years old, I could tell you could point at an engine, I could tell you carburetor, fan, breather, master cylinder, all that stuff. Because Dad, being a hot rodder and a mechanic and a racer, he taught me early on, he would quiz me on those things. What's this? When we got into model cars, he would ask me the same things. So I learned cars. And I learned more and more advanced stuff as I got older, of course. But I've got great memories with Dad. And many of you didn't know this, but my dad was also a minister. So he was known as a hot rod preacher. And And that was fun too. And in itself, that could be a ministry, and it was. But Dad had a great passion for cars. He had a great passion for modeling. But he had a greater passion for the things of God. And of course, that rubbed off a little bit. But great memories of model building with my dad, because that was quality time. And let me challenge you. Y'all know that I have spent time with my granddaughter. You've seen me teach her how to airbrush at 6 years old. Teach her how to airbrush, teach her how to build, what things are in a car. But I also have a young man named James, who I love very much. He is a guy, just a young man that I have taken under my wing to help out a little bit. And I love doing that. It's been fun. He's working on a big rig right now. Took him to Mason's Hot Rods and Hobbies and let him pick out a car. And you know what? He picked out a 40 Ford. I kid you not, he did. And he wants to make it into a race car. But James is just an awesome kid, and I can be that father figure. And you know, even if you're not a dad, you can be by helping some of these young folks out there. And there are some that need a hobby that even would like somebody to help them. So we can all help out with that there a little bit anyway. But I wanted to share that about the time with my dad and the love that we shared, not only for cars and modeling and all that stuff, but the love we had for one another that was, I think, strengthened even so with the hobby. But lots and lots of fun. So guys, happy Father's Day. I love you. See you in that next video. Thanks, guys.